Hello, my name is Anna, and I am just an old widow.
She's a prophetess.
And this is my adventure.
First of all, how old are you? You don't look a day over 25.
Oh, now you stop that, you're so sweet. I'm 84 years young.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, well, I'm nothing special.
She's the real deal.
Gabe said what? Oh, well, if I had to give you an overview, I fell in love with a wonderful man, and he was so handsome.
Oh.
We were young and in love, but the love of my life, my sweet, darling husband, he died just 7 years after we married.
Oh. She was so young, so she could have remarried. And everyone said she should have remarried.
That must have been hard on you to lose a love of your life.
Yes, it was terrible.
Did you ever remarry?
No, I must admit it was tempting because it was very hard to be a widow in that day and age. But, I don't know.
She and I hung out in the temple a lot together.
Oh.
Hung out?
No, it's not like that. We're good buddies, prayer partners.
Old Simeon? Goodness, no.
I'm warning you right now not to mess with Anna.
It's strange because what should have been the worst thing to happen to me turned out for my good. Instead of remarrying, I just spent my extra time in the temple, learning the scriptures and devoting myself to prayer. Just talking to God and listening to Him. And really, after a while, it wasn't even that hard. I knew nobody could love me as well as God. And it was so exciting. Simeon and I together, we would read the scriptures and pore over all the prophecies written about him. And then one day, the most amazing thing happened. Do you remember, Simeon?
The best day of my life, we met the Messiah.
Whoa! There he was. As soon as they came in, the Spirit of God revealed to me who that little bundle of joy was, and I couldn't believe it. The hope of all nations right there in front of me.
Anna, our sweet Anna. No one could ever forget that woman.
I was shocked, and she just started telling us all these things about our baby. There was no way that she could have known.
I was like, whoa, who is this woman?
She's a prophetess.
How did you know that the Messiah had come? How did you recognize him when so many people don't?
Well, sweetie, I don't claim to have all the answers or to be anything special, but I have learned one thing. He reveals himself willingly to those who are really seeking him. He wants us to know him. I mean, why else would God come down and move into the neighborhood unless he wanted to talk to us and to be with us and to guide us?
What Anna spoke over us that day in the temple, it was just what we needed to hear. What I, this young, scared mom, needed to hear. I will treasure her words in my heart forever, and I will think about them often.
Do you have any advice for us as we wait for the second advent of Jesus?
Well, sweetheart, I guess what this old lady has learned is that the best way to know he's here is to really know who he is. Simeon and I weren't anything special. We just lived a quiet life of love, talking to him, learning his heart by poring over the scriptures. I sure am glad I had you with me, Simeon. Even though there's not a crowd lined up to pray for long hours, there's always a few, a quiet remnant.
How do you know them?
If I had to guess what he would say, I'd say you know them by their love.